It has been 2 months since we last had a transcendent pet in Grow a Garden. In fact, it has been 69 days. Nice. Since that time, there have been 6 different events, and each of those events have released nothing but failure after failure after failure. That is, until now. The Ghoul Garden event, this spooky Halloween update, has brought a new transcendent pet, and yet everybody is sleeping on it. Not only is it a transcendent pet, and not only is it one of the coolest looking pets we have in the game, its ability has finally power crept something critical to this game's gameplay. So believe me when I say, you're going to want to farm the pet. And this is why. During this Halloween event, you're going to want to acquire as many eggs as you can get, because inside those eggs is that pet, the Headless Horseman, right here at a 0.5%, which is equal to things such as the Tyrannosaurus Rex, etc. It's been a long time since we've had a 0.5% pet. But why this one? And for those of you wondering just how big is this Headless Horseman, this person in this image is holding up age 1, 2 kilograms, normal size Headless Horseman, and look at how big it is. Oh my god, this thing is gonna be so good running around my garden. And yes, while the pet does look cool, and yes, while it is rare, those are not the reasons why we're looking for it. Those are not the reasons why you want it. It's its ability, and specifically one of the abilities. The entire structure of Grow a Garden's pet economy is built on a pretty simple substructure. And that substructure has to do with the pet's age, and the pet's weight, and its ability. Many of the pets in this game have very critical abilities that, when buffed by things like gold or rainbow, become even better. But it goes above and beyond that. When you are trying to reach certain breakpoints in a pet's ability, sometimes it's required to have something like gold or rainbow to just give it that last little bit of a boost to get to an effect percentage breakpoint. A perfect example of this is the Titanic Peacock. It must get to a certain weight and have either gold or rainbow to get to the 15-second cooldown breakpoint. If it's not heavy enough and it doesn't have gold or rainbow, it won't get there. So peacocks below a certain weight are nowhere near as valuable as peacocks over a certain weight. And we know what that weight is because rainbow increases the cooldown by 20%. But what if I told you rainbow was no longer the best mutation? What if I told you there was a better one that was a higher percentage of the rainbows, that made these breakpoints even easier on many pets, rendering certain pets that were worth less to be worth much more? And it's all thanks to the Headless Horseman that you can farm right now. The Headless Horseman is our newest prismatic pet, only the 3rd in existence, and every 40 minutes haunts a random level 50 pet without a mutation. It's kind of important. Resetting it to level 1 and bestowing one of 4 chaotic mutations that are all brand new: Dreadbound, Soulflame, Spectral, and then, with a 2% chance, Nightmare. This is the Dreadbound mutation, one of the common ones he can provide, and your pet gains more XP per second. Not a huge deal, it helps you to re-roll the pet faster. Then you have Soulflame, which looks cool. And it also has a pet boosting XP, but every 5 to 15 minutes, a nearby fruit has a chance to be either burnt or flaming. And I think flaming is a new mutation. Then you have Spectral, which makes it very ghostly, and I think that's kind of cool. Spectral increases a pet's passive by 1.08 times. This is almost as good as the gold mutation, which is a 10% increase, or a 1.10%. But finally, at a 2.04% chance to apply, you have Nightmare, which looks phenomenal. It increases the pet's size, kind of like Mega, but also provides a 1.22 times increase to the pet's passive. This is a better rate than even Rainbow. Because of this, I personally am farming this event like crazy. I want as many of those eggs as I can get my hands on, because everybody, and I mean everybody, is gonna want to get their hands on a Headless Horseman, because an effect that is better than Rainbow has untold implications on this game's structure. I was curious. It's the morning of the event, and I never ever look at pet values at this time. Ever. There's no point. Pet values are out to lunch, but I was curious, because I know that this horseman, even though it comes from an egg, I know it has this insane effect. I know people are gonna want multiples of them to try and get these effects off as often as possible, as fast as possible, to farm Nightmare on their pets. And right now, this pet, as of the recording of this video, from what I could find online, is basically worth 3 red kitsunes, between 2 and 3 red kitsunes. Part of that has to do with the fact that the red kitsune has fallen off in terms of its value of the past time, and part of that has to do because this thing's brand new. But it is right now super hot and very desirable. And if you are of the mind to spend Robux on the premium eggs, because you might want a ghostly headless horseman, not giant, not rainbow hatched, ghostly hatched headless horseman. Look at these stats. It does the ability every 20 minutes, and it does it to a pet below level 30. That is so fast. That is so many chances at Nightmare in this game. And it gives a 12% chance for Nightmare? Nightmare's supposed to be a 2% chance. And that one says 12.6. Ghostly headless horsemen are going to be sought after in this game. Having said that, before you go and you make your trades to acquire this pet, be mindful. These things always decrease, and there's a good chance that we're gonna have this event for multiple weeks. Then you might be able to farm that spooky egg for multiple weeks, considering Halloween is 3 weeks away. And if you're looking for information on the fastest method to basically farm this event, it's actually quite simple. All you have to do is submit any fruit. The rarer the fruit, the better. Mutations don't matter. And look, spooky eggs, just like that. Go to your garden, have mythical plus plants like mangoes and coconuts, and then you have prismatic plants like these sugar apples there, hand them in, and get multiple chances at spooky eggs. And then once every 45 minutes, when this opens up, come on in here and buy even more eggs. And personally, as of the making of this video, I am sitting on already 41 eggs. I can't wait to farm more. It has been so long since we've had a true pet to go for, to farm after, that has a real ability that is actually better than anything else we have in the game. Rainbow is gonna go the way of the dodo bird. Rainbow mutation is good. Rainbow mutation is great. But now we have Nightmare, and it's just strictly better. But remember, nobody can predict the future. Nobody knows whether this pet is gonna be more sought after than the red kitsune. No one knows if it's gonna be more sought after than the raccoon. They have different abilities, they have different effects. But being the sole source of the Nightmare mutation and being a 0.5% pet and being such a popular, cool looking pet, I think the demand for this thing is going to be insane and gonna outstrip the supply, no problem. At the end of the day, at the end of the event, where is it gonna lie in value? No, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm hoping it's awesome because I think Grow a Garden deserves more amazing cool pets like this. I think we deserve more amazing cool pets like this. So jump into Grow a Garden, farm your spooky eggs, try and get your own headless horseman. And let's see just how many Nightmare pets you can make.